Okay. 12 o'clock on the nose. Look at that. Not bad, not bad. All right, let me get this going here. Let's do this. There we go. All right. All right, so let me get that going. I'm going to have to make a move over here. That's okay. No problems. Not just yet. Of course. There's always something. All right, so we'll get that going. Yep, good. Good. Okay. Badger, you there? Or looks like it. Not hearing anything. Don't hear anything just yet. Alright, so I can't hear you guys. So Badger and Yamo, my mic is on as far as the call is concerned, so that's all good. I guess let me know if you hear anything. I'll take it from there. And then let me swing you over here. Okay. All right, and we're going to set this up. All right. So while we're setting this up in the background, today's going to be a little bit different, or at least right now is going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk a little bit more about the price action scanner / RSI scanner coming from Trading Room. So we'll handle that. So if there's any questions or that type of thing, then we can handle them the best we can. Trying to set up a few things in the background. There we go. Still just trying to get the normal stuff to work. Not sure what's going on here. Just, you know the deal. You follow this channel, you know the technical difficulties that happen on a consistent day-to-day basis. Last night was actually okay as far as lag was concerned, so that was pretty good. But today there seems to be, some more issues, which is okay. As always, we fight through them. Yeah. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure why. I'm having some other issues on some other things, and lag is not great right now, but we've seen worse. Obviously we want this to refresh right away, and it's not doing that, so we have to deal with that. Let's just take a look at a few things while we're kind of waiting for some other things to get working presently. Still not sure what the deal is here. Okay. Let's see. Trying to do some things here. Again, like always, just have problems. But we can see things are moving. So for the 3-day, 61 up, 15% loss so far on storage. BTC NE trend tractor is looking pretty good here. Strong uptrend all the way up to the 6-hour. Sideways with a slightly bullish on the 12, and sideways slightly bearish on the daily. So if these are to continue in this pattern, we would be pushing the 12 into a dark green, pushing the daily into a light green. So that would be pretty good. We'll certainly be happy with something like that if that is the situation. We could take a look at that chart. So storage BTC. Why don't we scope that out? So over to Binance on that. I think I'm still on a 5-minute chart, so that's not going to do much. But we do see, yeah, so bullish on the 5, right? Definitely in an uptrend. Let's check out the hour. Okay, hourly, well, sideways but up, but we are making higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. So got these big moves over here. Let's check the 4. Yeah, okay. So 4, pretty good. Almost hit that double bottom. So this is the big move down, right? And then since then, sideways going up. So we are starting to make these bigger plays over here, which is nice. Let's scope the daily. All right, so daily is still showing on the trend trackers sideways, slightly bearish. That would make sense. We do have this whole deal to contend with. As far as our all-time high drop down, that's a pretty good retrace. Let's measure that out real quick. So let's see what we have here. All right. Just from the kick, call that down. All right, 236 and then back up, so 382. So pushed it back to the 382, and then again, you know, another big drop there. So that's, you know, not great, but it is sort of what it is. that's the kind of stuff we see, at least the kind of stuff we're dealing with. Okay, let's put that back on the bottom. See if we have any decent targets over here. Let's pull that back up to that retrace. All right, so kind of hovering around the 1618, which is a shame, but that has acted as a little bit of resistance. So you know, we would put something over here, do something similar, try to find a little bit of that zone, and then we get ourselves, you know, some type of range that we would be looking at. And this big move out is nice. But this particular coin, all right, has done the old pump and dump a few times here. So wouldn't put too much faith in this actually lasting. Just like we saw this a few days ago, this big move here, of course, we gave it all back. So it's something that, you know, you don't want to put too much faith in this style coin. I have no idea what's going on. I can see your YouTube stream, but we can't get you via Discord for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Very strange. All right. Derek York came in, having a hard time getting you on Discord. Yeah, I hear you. You know, maybe, are we not friends? Let's see. Add friends. No, it's not exactly sure how that works. I've never had a Discord voice problem before, so that is interesting. It should just be a call, and a call is a call. All my settings are correct. Just on voice earlier on Discord, so I know as far as that's concerned, that's cool. You could double check your settings over there if you see something that looks a little strange. You could just be muted to me. For whatever reason. Let's try this again. Yes, voice. Okay. Anything? Hello, hello, hello. Not getting much here. Or it's just ringing. All right. Well, it's just ringing. So let's go back to the price action scanner. Let's see what we got here. So storage. As far as the coin's concerned, now 19 million. That's super low cap. So not something we want to get, you know, ultra into anyway. But let's see. Still trying to, yes, voice. This is what we should have done over the last few days to make sure we didn't have any problems. But that's all right. We're here now, and I'm sure we'll find a way. If not, then we'll have to use the chat, which is fine. The only allows for one input channel. The only allows on what? Either YouTube or Discord. Not 100% sure what you mean, but I'm using my phone for voice on Discord, and I'm outputting through OBS. So the phone call is private. It'd be no different than me just talking to somebody on the phone while I stream. So that's cool. But yeah, in any event, we'll sure we'll work it out one way or another. I mean, I can see your little green ball moving, but I can't hear anything you're saying. You know, I could just reset my phone and try that, but again, it was just working, so I would think it's not that. APPC, all right, so 5 minutes sideways, slightly bullish, but we're good on 15 all the way up to the 12. So daily is still doing a little bit of that that downward movement. 52 up, 14 down. Again, another super low cap. 2,400 BTC being traded. So we can see with this, if this is turning light pink, you know, then we're looking into that pullback zone, which is nice. So to have a good uptrend, 15 to the 12 is solid. Right, we got the same thing over here for ETH, the ETH pairing, but we don't have the pink on the daily for the ETH, so this has already been converted to a light green. So let's take a look at that, APPC ETH. Let's see what we got. Pop this open. All right, so yeah, we're already playing with this chart a little bit. This is the daily right now, and we are on the ETH pair. So yeah, this was our original target from ABC. I think we did this on stream the other night. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, so we were looking at, of course, you got a little bit of symmetrical triangle pattern coming in here, just with your regular impulse moves up, you know, all the way up, hit the top. So you got confirmation from this. You got your second touch, so now you're validated. 2 touches here, so confirmation, not 100% validated just yet. Let me get rid of this over here. Okay, there we go, and slide this down a little bit. All right, it's in preparation for the RSI presentation that we will be doing shortly. All right, so these were the original moves over here that we were looking at. This big move, tiny little retrace, then we sort of went sideways and lost it and lost it and lost it. So now this is your retrace. Let's get rid of this. So that would have been your retrace. And we'd be looking at just about the 5. So 618, you know, flipped, went back and forth, got to just about the 5, swung back up. You got the full retrace, pushed it up again. Yeah, let me get rid of this. Pushed it up again. So what I was looking for is this. Looking for a close above pattern. So this would be pattern breakout. Close above pattern, retest, right, and then a push back up. So if we do get something like that, then we can start setting some targets for, you know, what we think might be good. So we can see the 1618 was hit. See the 2618 was just about hit. So that's not bad, actually. Let me put that where it's supposed to be. There you go. Okay. So yeah, so a little bit away from the 2618, did find a little resistance on the pattern itself. Also a push back down, way down, all the way 786 got hit. So I want to see this on like the 4 hour and see what we're looking at. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah, so Badger, I don't know what you want to do, man. Obviously the Discord is not working at all. So we'll have to figure something out. But for now, just throw some questions you got in there so that we can at least hammer those out. Nobody wants to waste time. So let's learn something while we're here. So again, with the bigger move, so pushing back up, that's not bad. Coming into the 2618 is good. You got a little bit of a pullback down here now. I would like to see the retest here. Want to see that happen. We'll pull up the hourly, see what kind of moves we had. So sometimes, like, you might not see the full retest on a daily, and that's fine. You know, you still want to see the retest. So you want to see the push and break out above. Now, this was a second push. It's not exactly a retest, but it's close. It's also part of this support line here. So, in fact, if we were to do this, say, all right, well, let me take the tops right here and draw that over. Yeah. So sometimes you have to zoom in, right? It also depends on what style of trading you're doing. But this is actually acceptable now that we've zoomed into the hourly. We see the push out, break above, right? And the retest came at the previous structure high. And that's what this is right here, previous structure high. So now we push back up again, and now we've lost a little bit more. So we could just find out just this one move. We could figure out what we're looking at. Right, so we're back to the 236. All right, volume is coming down. RSI is doing its thing. Let's see what we got over here. So RSI did breach. This is also a swing failure. Right, so you're looking at this. Right, so when you breached the first time, you came in the second time. We call this one cluster. Now you've pulled back, you came back up, you breached, but you failed to make a higher high on RSI, which is not good, not for momentum at least. So clearly, you know, that's something that needs to be thought about as far as resistance is coming in, right? If you can't push past that previous high, then you might not have anything going on for you. So that could be the end of this particular run, in which case if you if you could short something like app coins, you might be throwing shorts in there. If you were long from, say down here, then yeah, you might want to be taking your profits out. It probably would have pulled some at the 1618 and then pull again at the 2618 or front run it, which is what you would have needed to do so far in this trade. Now, if we continue on, you can expect, or at least I would expect, a retrace back to at least the 382 to the 5. In between the 5 and the 618 would be nice. That would break this previous structure. So if that were the case, you could say, all right, well, we'll come down and at least see some action right here. All right, before the next push up, which at that point we're hitting a few different things. So back to the daily. We have this horizontal resistance at 66.14, and that's from previous lows. It's also just under accumulation. Swing high got killed, another high got killed, another high got killed. So, we're expecting some type of reaction in that zone, give or take. So yeah, I'm trying to fumble around and do a few different things here. Let's see. Call is obviously not working. Okay. So what else we got here? Let's pull back the price action scanner. Let's see what we're looking at. So we're on, what are we on? Saturday, all right? So tomorrow is the weekly candle close. So I like to pull up when we start creeping into like late Friday, Saturday, and of course Sunday before the close. I like to pull up the 7-day and just see what were the big movers in the last 7 days. What has made a ton of gains and where they're currently at as far as the fib is concerned. What style moves. So on the 7-day app, I wouldn't even be ready to look at this. Even though dailies is sideways, slightly bearish, but we're looking at only a 12% loss off that 77% increase. So I'd like to get it closer to, 25, 30, be setting up for a 382 bounce, or even deeper than that if I see some at 35. 40, I'm looking at the 5, and so on and so forth, down to the 618. And some of these coins, they'll find support at the 786. Forget about it, even some of them at the 886. So It's always good to just visually see what's shaking, but we can avoid some of these just based off those parameters already. So 50% up, 27 down. This is a contender to take a look at. What do we have here? We got the 30 and the hourly are bullish. Everything else is sideways, slightly bullish, but with the longer time frames are 12 and daily. These are slightly bearish. Now the other counterpart, the BTC pairing, is a little bit better, where we did increase on the 12 hour, so we're pushing on the daily. So MCO BTC is worth taking a look. All right, so what do we got here? Yeah, we're playing around with this one already as well. So clearly, yeah, the daily with a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and then right here it failed. Okay, right here you should have gotten another lower low. You didn't. You ended up getting a higher low, which that was a failure. And then we still got a lower high, so still in the downtrend here, but now we started to make another higher low. So at this point, we could start drawing our patterns out and say, okay, you know, very similar to the last one we just looked at. So you have touch up top, 2, 3, that's your confirmation, 1, 2, you got your trend, almost confirmation, but not yet. Now you pushed out all the way out, right, which was nice. So looking for this particular play, I'd like to see a retrace down near the 618, all right, which is also a bit of a retest on this pattern, although this pattern isn't, you know, huge, but I would like to see some style retest on this pattern. So a breakout above, at least come back to some type of more structure high, which if we went with the wick, you know, we already did that, so I'm not worried about that. If we went down to the body of previous swing high, you'd be looking at just around the 5. So that's something to at least take a look at and say, all right, well, maybe the 5, which, you know, we could see was hit, right here. So the 5 was already hit. My box is between the 5 and the 618, so I'm willing to take willing to expect a larger pullback. When we get that pullback, then I can start setting my orders for profit targets up top, closer to, you know, the 1618, 2618, that type of thing. All right, so yeah, I don't see any questions regarding that. So I guess that's all right. I think what I may do is, I think I'm going to kill the stream, try to figure out what's going on the Discord side of things, get that going, and then we'll fire this thing back up. But to continue on and not get the objective taken care of doesn't make too much sense. All right, so I'm going to kill this now. Once I get this all worked out, then I'll be back. All right.